that they're so severe this year for some reason, and we don't know why.
MIB, not Men in Black, but methyl lysoborneol. Don't say that too quickly, Mark. Have you noticed it? Have you noticed this taste issue here at your place?
Yes. Last weekend, one day, I woke up and my coffee tasted weird, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I smelled the tap water that it was made from. I was like, "Oh, it does." But then by the next day, it cleared up. But I did have one occurrence on that.
Okay, all right. Well, this MIB stuff is so potent, and human beings are so tuned to it, just a few drops in millions of gallons of water are detectable by human beings. So, what can you do about it if you're not happy with the taste of your water? Well, Trace Blackmore with Wacom Water Services is a chemist, and he's an expert in water purification. What's the best way to get that smell out of your water if it's bothering you?
Well, I will tell you, my wife noticed it before I noticed it. It is definitely something that's going on, and you can use a carbon filter to take the taste and the smell out. Relatively simple. You can go pick one up at a big box store, a Brita type filter, or you can install an entire carbon filter for your entire house.
What does a carbon filter actually do?
So activated charcoal is what's in a carbon filter, and basically it just binds every organic that goes by it and acts as a sponge.
Okay. Does it take something out of the water that you might want to keep?
Well, it will take any of the sterilization chemicals that are coming from the plant. So typically that's chlorine, monochloramine. So by the time it gets to your house, if there's anything that's in your house, there's no sanitizer left to kill that. A lot of people like that because they don't like the taste of chlorine, but just be aware that there's always another edge to that sword.
Last time you and I talked, we were talking about PFAS, these forever chemicals. Will a carbon filter help with that?
That's actually what I recommended on that show as well. It will, and studies that I've read show it takes about 87% of the forever chemicals out.
So carbon filter, big box store, and you can even do one of those pitcher filters that you just keep next to your sink, huh?
It'll taste as good as bottled water.
Now, despite the fact that we have a phenomenon going on right now that's really cosmetic more than anything, because the water's safe to drink, right?
Atlanta has some of the best water in the entire country. So if you ever download what the local municipality sends you for what is in your drinking water, again, it is amongst the best in the country.
Trace Blackmore with Wacom Water Services. I found out some stuff I didn't know there, Mark.
Yeah, and you and I automatically think like, oh, at your house, what's the water situation? Is it safe? Can you shower? All that. But I just thought, as great stuff there, by the way, Scott. The restaurant owners in Metro Atlanta, right? Let's just say Aram's Pasta Shop, right? I got to boil water to cook my pasta. I don't want that water smelling bad or tasting bad and ultimately affecting the taste of the food. That's what would you do in that situation? You just go to and get as much bottled water as you can in the restaurant biz?
I guess so. I mean, that's or you set up a system like with a carbon filter at the end of the line, right there at the sinks, where you're filling up water pitchers and that sort of thing. So you take advantage of the chlorination in the pipes, and but you don't put that in the very last mile there, where it actually goes in the cups. So they've got some things to do. In fact, I ate at a restaurant, gosh, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the waiter said, "You might not want the tea today. This happens every day and every year, and it's kind of funky. You're welcome to try it, but you might want to have bottled water."
Do you think this is the Coca-Cola companies behind this to try to sell more bottles and cans of Coke instead of?
I don't know.
Using the water.
I mean, with everything we've been hearing about PFAS and microplastics and
Yeah.
the rest of that, I thought it was pretty cool that these carbon filters take 87% of those forever chemicals out.
I've seen those. Have you ever watched the TV show Alone, where these folks go out in the wilderness and try to survive for as long as they can, and they always have a carbon water filter. Like when they get water out of the creek. Relatedly, Deborah had a story this morning, Scott. Lake Lanier visitors urged to use extra caution as water levels get lower, just because of all the, the hazards that are now becoming exposed with the lower water levels at the lake.
Oh, yeah. And that probably enhances that mixing that they're talking about that winds
Yep.
up spreading the funky stuff throughout the water. I don't want to go over here, but do I have another minute here?
Absolutely.
I want to note the passing of a remarkable man. A 91-year-old Pat Epps passed away peacefully at his home last Friday. You know, Pat was only 3 years old when his father was killed in a plane crash, and despite that tragedy, Pat's mom still encouraged her children to fly. Pat soloed a Piper Cub in 1952 while at Georgia Tech. He joined the Air Force ROTC program, commissioned a second lieutenant, and graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering in the mid-50s. He served as a Boeing flight test engineer on the prototype of the 707 and went on to fly a variety of military aircraft. In 1965, how most of us know Pat Epps, he and his two brothers established Epps Air Service at DeKalb Peachtree Airport, which operated over 58 years. And, you know, he was also known globally for directing that recovery of that P-38 Lightning aircraft 160 feet down in the Greenland ice cap. Got that thing out and they actually got it flying again. And it was always a thrill to see Pat Epps fly his red, white, and blue aerobatic Bonanza at air shows. And, man, he had a way of filling the sky with graceful maneuvers that were a testament to his expertise as a pilot. Visitation for Pat Epps is Wednesday night at H.M. Patterson Oglethorpe, and the funeral service is Thursday at Peachtree Road Methodist Church at 11 a.m., with burial to follow in Athens. They don't make them like Pat Epps anymore. Great guy. Just a great guy. I'll miss him.
I recognize the name, and then you mentioned Epps at Peachtree DeKalb Airport. I spent many a mornings and afternoons filling in for Captain Herb with the folks there at Epps. So, oh man, that's 91 you said?
Yeah, not a bad run, huh?
Yeah, and an amazing life too. The accomplishments. Rest in peace, Mr. Epps.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Scott, always a pleasure, my friend. Have a safe weekend. We'll talk to you before Thanksgiving.
Sure.
Let's
do that.
We'll have the stuffing dressing argument next Tuesday.
Let's do that.
All right.
Wrestle.
Thanks as always, Scott.
My pleasure.
There you go. Scott Slade, WSB historian, legend, the man, the myth. Hey, congrats to Randolph, not Mortimer. Randolph in Lawrenceville is our second winner of our Take Our Turkey Tuesday. Another chance for you to win a turkey courtesy of Reliable Heating and Air coming up next hour on The Mark Aram Show. 10:48, before we hit our top local stories and the Epstein vote, let's check the ride around town. Back live, she is my sister from another mister, the incomparable Ashley Frasca.
A crash that was in the left lanes in the airport tunnel 285 eastbound past Riverdale is now in the right lane, so that's keeping the outer loop slow as you make your way into and through Clayton County, and then you ramp onto 75 southbound, and they're doing that earlier truck crash cleanup at times in the right lane before Forest Parkway. Construction delays over on the East Freeway I-20 eastbound, headed between Wesley Chapel Road and Panola. They're working in the left lane. I'm Ashley Frasca, 95.5 WSB.
There are so many people in need of help right now, and they need our help.
Join the Triple Team Traffic Crew this Friday, November 21st from 9 a.m. to noon
at the Publix located at 11800 Haynesbridge Road in Alpharetta.
For the annual Triple Team Traffic Food Drive benefiting Atlanta Community Food Bank.
The first 25 people to donate a frozen turkey in person will receive 2 tickets to Lucia by Cirque du Soleil under the Big Top at Atlantic Station while supplies last.
For more information or to donate online, visit WSBRadio.com.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, every week on the show, we offer folks something we call the Portfolio X-Ray. I was hoping you could walk us through that process and tell us why the information it uncovers is so powerful.
Yeah, so the reason we love doing the Portfolio X-Ray for you is we do that behind the scenes. Everybody's extremely busy. Nobody wants to waste time in traffic. If you call in, we will ask you for some information via the phone. Once you've given us that information, we go to work and we put all the hours in developing the report. And I commit this to you. The Portfolio X-Ray is eye-opening. At least 90+% of the time, we can find 2 or 3 golden nuggets in there that you were not aware of that we can either change in your current portfolio mix for you. It's called a 401k optimizer. Or if we manage the assets for you, we certainly can recommend how to diversify away from some of the troubling points that are exposed during the Portfolio X-Ray. Once we've got that, then we'll have you in for your initial consultation. We will present the Portfolio X-Ray to you and walk you through the high points of it. And that's a document that you get to take with you. It's like getting a financial physical. Mm-hmm. So how many of you avoided going to the doctor for the annual physical last year? You do the same thing with your financial life. You ignore it, you keep pumping money into your 401k, you hope that it's going well, and I can tell you that hope is not a good investment or financial planning strategy. You need to know. So if you want to know, call us.
The Portfolio X-Ray is complimentary. Give Hoffman Financial Group a call to schedule yours today. 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Does this sound like you, or every step or reach is a reminder of what hurts, a reminder of what you're not able to do and how far you've drifted from the life you used to have when you didn't feel that pain? Good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? It's Mark Aaron from my pals at QC Kinetics, where they tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to their heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment, and for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. A great time to book your free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Locations in Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville.
There's so many things you want to upgrade on your home's exterior. You need experienced craftsmen who communicate and keep you comfortable through every step of your project.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. Trust the Plus family of businesses for everything on your list.
Painting Plus, anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show for Beaver Toyota of Cumming. Looking for a new truck and looking for a great deal? Of course you are. Well, I have a great deal on the Tundra for you, and the only place you're going to find it, the only place you're going to hear about it is right here. Go to beavertoyotacumming.com/Dave's Deals and save money on your new Toyota Tundra. It's that easy. beavertoyotacumming.com/Dave's Deals. The Toyota Tundra from Beaver Toyota of Cumming is the official truck of the Home Fix-It Show.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join Medi-Share and save even more than usual. For many families, joining Medi-Share means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. But what's more, Medi-Share members like it. We know this from member surveys. They like it a lot. It's a proven thing now. Medi-Share has been around for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing, too. If you join before November 30th, and you mention the promo code SHARE, they will waive your application fee. So you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. Again, the deadline is November 30th, so call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Yo, after the night.
10:54 on the Mark Aram Show. Coming back to a little Ursher, my former restaurant buddy at R. Thomas's. We wouldn't eat there together, but I would see him all the time. Sitting by himself, eating the delicious French toast at R. Thomas's.
At Thomas?
Yeah,
Nice.
R. Thomas, yeah. Speaking of Usher and restaurants, he is involved in a lawsuit involving a restaurant, Deborah.
Yeah, so Usher's suing some business partners and their lawyer because they were going to get together and open up a new restaurant in Buckhead.
Right,
so
yeah.
he lent them $1.7 million, I know, to open up this place called Homage ATL, and they were looking at property on Piedmont Road.
Yeah.
But
I remember they asked me to invest.
and you just didn't do
I
it.
said, you know what, I'm going to stick with baseball cards.
Yeah. Well, I guess the property sale fell through.
Is that, they were buying the I was like, why do you need $1.7 million to open a
Well, this was just towards it because the property itself was $6.3 million. So Usher was just
Gotcha.
kind of investing it. Well, since that fell through, he gave Usher back $1 million, and he's like, where's my 0.7? And they're like, well, we depleted the funds doing other things for it. So he wanted his 0.7 back, but now he's suing them for $4.9 million in compensation.
That makes sense because they were buying the property. I think it was on Piedmont.
Mhm.
I think it might have been where the old Buckhead Diner is. if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Because just to open a restaurant doesn't take that much unless you're buying that. What did he want back? His
0.7?
6.7. 6.7 now can get you a ticket from the police. In what jurisdiction, Deborah?
All right, this is in Indiana. It was actually at an elementary school. The cops were called to the Tippecanoe County schools
Love
there.
that.
Yeah, and so, of course, all the students keep saying 6-7, driving the teachers crazy. I'm sure Maya has heard that nonstop at school, right?
Yes.
So they decided to give the students citations anytime they were caught saying 6-7 outside of counting or using a math problem.
Outside of counting.
Yeah, so, well, 8, 6, 7, whatever. So, and now, but the students also gave some of the police officers donuts, and that nulled their tickets.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. So this was an elementary school too.
Vinny, I did the old man edition. How does it go?
6-7.
Yeah, there you go. It's basketball season now, NBA and college and high school and middle school. Now the fans go nuts when the score gets to 67.
That's what they're doing?
That's what they're doing. The younger than you.
Mhm.
They go, but all right, 6-7. Is that right?
6-7.
How does it go? 6-7.
Yeah. You're doing it good. Yeah.
But Vinny and I've been working after the show. He's trying to give me a little get in touch with the Utes of America. All right, thank you, Deborah. All right, Sabrina Dina has news, weather, and traffic in 3. When we come back, awaiting the Epstein file vote on the House floor and what's going on in the Caribbean or the Caribbean. Not cruise liners, but an aircraft carrier. Military analyst Colonel Jeff McCausland breaks down the latest. That's next on The Mark Arum Show.
Hey y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call.